What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another War Tower Omega video for you guys here today, and we're going to be running Cell 12 here. We're going to basically try the minimum value team here, which is we're going to be using Shadow Conclave. If by some miracle you guys are able to get to Cell 8, and then you're able to kind of work your way past the 8th, and then you get through 9 through 11, either through some of my videos, or if you guys have been able to check out some of the other great content creators like J-Ro, Desir, Boyoon, Rage. Hopefully you guys are able to get to this point here. And of course as well, if you can get to Cell 12 and you do have intentions to invest in your Shadow Conclave team, not just because for this specific tower, but for example, for if you are looking to use them in the upcoming Surfer Breaker Scourge that starts on Monday, right? So hopefully makes sense. I try to do a little testing around with minimum teams, so that way I can let you guys maximize some of your resources moving forward. And of course as well, hopefully helps you guys out to figure out how much you have to bring your characters up and to what tier and what level requirements. So if you guys have been following along, you'll know that I haven't really pumped resources into my Shadow Conclave other than Thanos, because we were using him for funsies for some other game modes. But yeah, we are going to get started here with basically, we're going to try to do a 4-piece without Malekith. And I'm going to start bringing these guys up to 105, I think, just to start with, because that's kind of the standard, especially with how strong some of these characters are. In that Cell 12, I've already tried it a few times with Annihilators plus Null, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, I'm not going to let you guys watch all the footage of this, but just know that, yeah, I'm going to be bringing all these guys up to tier 19, level 105, just to kind of start things off. And boom, just like magic, everything is ready for you guys. So we've got Null at level 105. We've got our Thanos already, also 105. These are the only two that I'm going to be keeping at tier 20. Also keep in mind that I have my Null as a healer, ISO 8, because you'll see why. It just really helps sustain the team. I've got Barrier on my Thanos for extra sustain. And of course as well, we've got level 100 Sylvie. Now, if your Sylvie is stronger, it may be an asset, but I didn't feel like she was kind of a do or die. She's kind of like, in my opinion, like kind of like JJ when we did our Daring Warriors, and she could probably be a little bit neglected here. Tier 19. Also we've got our boy Scourge, tier 19, also level 105. He's only 3 stars, so if you have more than 3 stars, it may be a little bit more stats for him as well. And then we have our boy High Evolutionary, healer, ISO 8, also 3 stars. And that is the team, guys. That is the team here. And let's see what the team power is. So it's about 7.6 mil. So that's the team I'm going to be using here, and hopefully we can get this done here. And if it works, then you guys know what the minimum requirements are, and it may be lower. This is just the team that worked for me, but if it is lower, then do let me know in the comments below, and if you guys are able to get through this cell. Okie dokie, so there you guys have it. So this is the team that we're gonna be running, 7.7-ish with some ISO 8s, kind of messing around here and there, but we will get this done here for you guys. So you want to open up here. What's important is if you don't control the Quasar, he is absolutely gonna crush you. So make sure you throw the offense down on Quasar. I just found that it worked for the lineup that I was doing, but yeah, it may change depending on RNG, depending on your lineup, depending on luck as well. There's always a bit of luck involved. In the hockey sense, because we do a bit of hockey in Canada here, but we always call it puck luck. So it really depends. It really honestly depends. So we're going to throw the special here with Null. This is going to give us a good amount of buffs back to the team. And again, we're kind of centering our attention kind of towards the Shadow King and to the Quasar. Those are kind of our key priorities. If Shadow King does land as ult, he's going to be able to clear the board and clear us off. So you want to make sure you can get rid of Quasar and Shadow King first. I find that Mephisto wasn't too bad, but yeah, also keep in mind that it also, like I said, it's going to depend on your roster, and if you have a stronger roster, it may potentially be easier, but I found this one to be just easier than the Undying Cell 8. The Undying one was crazy. This one I found was a bit more forgiving, and I didn't find that it was too bad. And remember, I already mentioned to you guys that we were already going to build Shadow Conclave up a few weeks ago, before the first run of the Scourges, but we didn't have the characters unlocked yet. So again, just staying true to my word here, and I'm not changing that. So if you guys don't want to build this team up, don't do it just yet. This was just kind of on my priority list, and hence why I did it. So anyways, throw the massive ult here. It really doesn't matter. You don't need to save cooldowns here for null. He's beside Thanos, so the moment we start getting these kills racking up here, Thanos is going to feed the energy to our high evolutionary and to null. It is a bit risky having high evolutionary beside Thanos because he gets a bit of splash damage, but I find that the fact is he gets so much energy to his cosmic allies. You need high evolutionary to kind of get that energy for the next wave. If he doesn't have his heals up, we're absolutely going to get crushed here when the Quasar and the Thunderstrike drop. Keep in mind, Thunderstrike is really, really annoying, so you want to save Sylvie's stun as well. And having her at level 100 does make her stun kind of a hit or miss. So just kind of giving you an FYI here. So if it doesn't work on the stun, just reset it and it'll work later on, maybe eventually. But yeah, Thunderstrike, like I said, he's going to be pinging and hitting really hard. So you just want to make sure you do that. So once you take care of Shadow King, we can take care of the Mephisto because he's low. Next wave drops. And then, yeah, again, you know, you can kind of try to make sure you're doing splash damage. And again, Scourge, if he can use his ult, also use his ult or his special where it does the one-hit shot. I think that's really cool when he does his little axe wave. But yeah, high evolutionary, again, using those heals, getting our heals back up to the group. And then, yeah, Sylvie here, stun is very important. Now we're going to get a little bit of relief here because Thunderstrike was pinging quite a bit and doing a lot of damage there on the background. We're going to throw the massive ult here. This is more so not for the heals, but for the damage part. Lots of low health guys, so this is going to clear some people for us, hopefully get some pings here from our null. And again, like I said, the energy, the barrier, the heals, just having the ISO 8s do really help. I was struggling a little bit when I had them all as raiders and strikers, and then just switching a couple of the healer ISO 8s just made such a difference. So anyways, this is the special I was talking about. Kill, get the energy back to the group, thank you very much. And then, yeah, then you want to be careful here because if the character's health is not high enough, when Blastar does do his initial bomb, it's gonna really sting. So again, just throw the special here. This is gonna give heals back to null as well, and some healing thanks to his healer ISO 8. And again, like I said, high evolutionary coming on Klitsch here, because if he doesn't use his heal, we actually get absolutely wiped. So I've done this a few times, and every single scenario here, Blastar takes his turn and wipes the entire board. So yeah, you want to make sure you got the death proof, you got the heals, and maybe even going for Blastar right away is better. I think I kind of made that mistake, but it doesn't matter. We ended up getting it done anyways. So again, Blastar is going to take his turn. This is going to absolutely hurt. And thank goodness we have the death proof. So if we didn't have the death proof there, I think everybody would have dropped. We have Carnage here, so we'll just throw the ult here. This is going to apply trauma, and this is going to kill Kahori or bleed her out eventually. And yeah, and then you can finish off with Thunderstrike there. So hopefully helps you guys out. There you guys have it. That's a team. That's a lineup. Min, max, I think, efficiently. And of course, as well, it'll save you some gold here if you guys need to figure out where the mins are. But hopefully gives you guys an idea here, especially if you want to max out all cell 12s. 12 cells, excuse me, and of course as well if you want to get all those Jeff awakened materials for both the basic and the ultimate. And yeah, hopefully helps you guys out here. I may do a recap if time permits here, just kind of capturing all the different cells here. I'll see if there's time on the weekend here. We just got back from a swim sesh, so very, very busy weekend as always. But other than that, guys, hopefully helps you guys out, hopefully it helps you guys get through this, and do let me know in the comments below if this works or doesn't work, and I will see you guys in the next one.